Mr. Parthapratim Padhak, Managing Director, Fresh Waste Water Management Service Private Limited, Guwahati. Mr. Pathak started the organization in the year 2003 with an idea of setup of a full-fledged common biomedical waste treatment and disposal facilities to provide scientific treatment and disposal of biomedical waste generated by healthcare facilities of Guwahati city. He not only established the first common biomedical waste treatment facilities of Northeast India, but also one of the practically implementing the ideas of solid waste treatment and disposal plant or facilities. He was awarded Times Excellence Award by the Economic Times in 2021, Entrepreneurial Excellence Award by NEDFI in 2010, Indian Leadership Award for Industrial Development by the All India Achiever Foundations in 2014, Guwahati Leadership Award by the World Federation CSR in 2019, and awarded for outstanding contributions to national development in 78 National Seminar of IEDRA and AIFA. He has contributed as a resource person in various workshops and seminars on entrepreneurial and biomedical waste management service. So we are honored to have you here. I would request, sir, to please do the honor.
Good afternoon, friends. You have taken lunch? Okay. So I was expecting a full house, but still a decent crowd. Anyways, all are from Assam? Okay. Okay. So first, your campus is very beautiful, I have to tell you. And before my introduction and all. And the second thing I liked, apart from my friend, my classmate, Arup, and the second thing which I, in fact, pleasantly surprised to find your director, our director, Kolita sir, who happened to be uh, our professor in Assam Engineering College. So first he did not recognize me. I have to tell you, first he did not recognize me at all. I said, "Sir, sini paise?" He said, "Yes." Then I told one thing, "Sir, do you remember the Mandakata camp you have conducted with Dipen Bhagavati sir? Another sir was there. So Mandakata is a hill nearby Guwahati. How many of you know about Mandakata? Okay. So Mandakata is about 30 kilometers, 40 kilometers from Guwahati. And I am talking about the year 1994, when Kolita sir was very young and we are much younger than him. So at the time, and it was a memorable camp for them, because Mandakata camp was the one, it was a midship camp, in fact, for us. We did all the midship, and I think they might have lost half of their hairs in their head in those days. So he immediately he remembered, "Oh, okay, from that batch." I said, "Yes, sir." "So how come you have come here?" Urup said, "No, he has come for a lecture." So the thing is that sir was surprised that, because I belong to that group which had done lot of wicked and midships, wicked things and midships in those years. And he never expected, he might have never expected me to come here. But why I am here, it is all because of their dedication and contribution to us, to making our careers. So Kolita sir was there, and there were quite a number of incidents. I am not going into it. Why I have said, I'm telling you. Kalita sir also had a colleague. His name is Osinto Bejborua, and he happens to be our environmental engineering professor, who had in fact lot of contribution towards our career, in fact my career. So I'm asking you once again, are you all from engineering background or from different backgrounds? All are and management or what? Okay, okay, just for a thing. Yeah. So thing is that now I come to a small introduction of myself. I'm a simple man. My name is Parthaputim Pathak, and my company's name is Fresh Air Waste Management Services Private Limited. Waste means kachra. So we manage kachra. That means we do manage waste, garbage. Which garbage? That is liquid and solid waste. And we didn't start it immediately. So while sitting here with Arup, I was wondering how I proceed with my lectures. So I'll begin with my first part, that is introduction, what I do. So as I have said, my company, Fresh Air Waste Management Services Private Limited, it disposes, it collects, transport, treatment, and does the treatment and dispose biomedical waste. Do you know what? Do you have any idea what is biomedical? Anybody? No idea, no? It may be. So biomedical is the waste which is generated by the hospitals. These waste consist of human anatomical waste, body parts, हाथ पैर कुछ भी, then plastic items, syringes, cotton bandages contaminated with blood and body fluids, and glass items. Huge quantity of biomedical waste are generated. But have you seen biomedical waste in the municipality dustbin? No. Why? Because of the management of the there is a complete different management system for disposal of biomedical waste. Okay. So my company is authorized by government of Assam. In fact, we are doing this business in PPP mode, public-private partnership mode with Government of Assam since the year 2003. But the thing is that I belong to a family where most of us where my father was a professor of a college, and if I put a binocular and see our family tree, if somebody put a binocular and see the family tree there, then you will not find any businessman in our family. दूर दूर तक कोई businessman नहीं है. So which may be in your case also. So now the thing is that when in the year 2001, I decided to go for business. It was a big decision to take because immediately after passing, I got a job in an MNC, that too in a very lucrative sector, that is oil field, highest paid sector in the oil fields of Mumbai. So it was a very good job as far as money is concerned. But the thing is that it didn't take required much time for me to realize, and that somewhere I'm not happy about it, in spite of this promotions and all. Because in the corporate culture, I felt somewhere I got stuck. My skills or knowledge is as if somebody has tied with a rope. So I took a decision because to leave the job after 3-4 years. And there are catalyst reasons also. My mother was ill at the time, and I had a newly married wife at home. So I have to take a decision. I have to come back. So I came back and started my business back in 2003 formally. So there has been a road. It has been a road of roses and thorns, failures and success, even sufferings and happiness, for which after 18 years I might be called by my friend Arup to share some experience with you. Don't worry, I'm not going to take much time. Anyway, so now next I come to my second part of my lecture, which might be beneficial for you in your future. First of all, I have learned few things in these 18 years, which I strongly feel that I should convey my young friends, whoever comes. So I have been doing that for last 1 year or so. So this is the opportunity to share some of the things, maybe beneficial to you. Number one is that what I have learned, earn while you learn. You should be open to it. I'm not going to say this is the new thing which is coming up. This is the new avenue which is coming up. I'm just giving you some theories, some of the lines which I have understood in my 18 years of you can say entrepreneurship or business life. The number one is earn while you learn, or make yourself open to earn in an early stage. I'm clearing it up. So just think about yourself. How many of you are thinking that you all are going for a job after completion? Can you raise your hand? After completion of your education, this degree, how many of you are going for job, seeking job? How many? You? Okay. And how many of you are planning for further studies if possible? Okay, okay, good, good. And is there anybody uh, who is willing to do some uh, business of their own? Anybody? Okay, one. How many of you, tell me, are thinking that, okay, we will go for a job and after 2 years, we will go for a business? Yes, that is expected. Yeah. So, which is quite similar to what my frame of mind was also almost like that. I tell you. This means that no one from your side is ready to take an opportunity if the opportunity comes, opportunity of earning some money or earning or getting an employment comes right now or maybe in 1 year. This is the frame of mind which mostly our Assam and nearby states have. We have to change this frame of mind. We have to keep our options open. It doesn't mean that you have to give up your studies. There are so many online things, so many things are going on. So you can take the opportunity to earn. It doesn't matter. To clean this thing, to clarify this thing, I'm giving you my example. When I was the student, I was a mediocre. Uh, when I was student of Assam Engineering College, there in almost all the engineering colleges there are workshops, there are labs, there are practicals apart from theories. So I always enjoyed going to labs and workshops rather than the theories. So yeah, it's still running. Okay, good. So the thing is that while doing the workshop, welding workshop, there was a workshop for welding. There was a workshop for fitting. I felt that can I take some can I start something of my own where I can use the plumbers or a plumbing service, because it was almost similar to that. I belong to a place called Phatasil. It's a very populated area of Guwahati, and where people used to have a lot of plumbing issues. At the same time, my hostel in engineering had plumbing issues. So I hired plumbers just for pocket money. I did businesses for a few times, but my later on my big brother, he caught me and he said that okay, he is doing businesses. It is not the time to do businesses, so you better concentrate on your studies. So why I am saying that this makes you to realize the value of work. Value of money you understand, but value of work you have to realize that. So this helped me, this realization helped me in starting on a business or entrepreneurship. So always keep yourself open. In our time, in 90s or early 2000, it was not possible for such kind of avenues to start. But now government and even private institutions are uh, are coming up, are helping people like you for ideas. They can buy your ideas. You can get paid. So keep yourself open. Anything can come. Then number two, what I have learned. That was number one. Number two, don't be a job seeker. Try to be a job provider itself. I'm not against any job seeker. Don't get me wrong. I'm telling you, don't be a job seeker. Try to be a job provider. Let me clarify this thing. That is the that is the teaching I had in my 18 years of business life. Why I'm saying don't be a job seeker, be a job provider. I'm giving an example of my long distance nephew who came day before yesterday to me, all on a sudden, in fact. Yes, the day before yesterday evening, he came and told me that I want a job from you. I said, yes, okay. What you have done? What is your educational qualification? He said, I have done BCom Commerce. I said, okay, okay. What you are doing now? Then he said, I said, what kind of job you want? Anything, anything. I am ready to work. I'll do it sincerely. Then I asked him, uh, you are a commerce graduate, right? Yes. Right now, what you are working, what you are doing? He said, I have completed PGDIM or PGDSM. So as per my understanding, what I have understood that he has completed some marketing management course. Then he again said, okay, and very enthusiastically, he said that, okay, I'm again going to do some more courses. I said, what? Uh, a course, special computer course that consists of programming languages C++, C, and what else? Yes, web designing, which is also multimedia. That's a different thing. And again, he said that will also consist of Tally 8 or 9 version. I said, wait, young man, you tell me one thing. What is the course fees? He said around 50,000. How long you will be doing that? It's 1 year. Again, you have come to me for seeking a job. You are seeking a job from me, and you are doing all this business, all these courses, in spite of completing your commerce degree, your what do you call it, management diploma, and now you are going to do some computer courses which does not have any relation to your original things. Are you really enjoying that? You ask a question on yourself. Then he said, I exactly don't know. He's totally confused. So he is basically a job seeker in true sense. He doesn't know what he's going to do or what he is capable of. So why I am saying, if any one of you are in this frame of mind that, okay, after completion of this course, I'll do that and I'll do that, it will be like that. You will be wasting your time, energy. You will be resisting your energy to flow. Identify yourself. Nowadays, companies, again, I have come back to the thing that companies, I am not against any job seeker. I am against the one who does not looks to his potential. Nowadays, companies or business houses or even government sectors, public sectors look for skill, not simply job seeking. Think about the one, in fact, he came out of flying colors during his college time, during his BCom. His marks were very good, but he was totally confused. He was just killing his time. So I tell you, the time is very important for all of you. So don't be job seeker, be job provider in the sense, develop your skill, identify your skill, be a skilled worker, any field, computer, anything, even literature also, any field. But identify your skills, you enhance it, but don't spoil your time because you'll be lost somewhere else. So this is the right age for you to decide. Then I'll tell you my story because I have been called to tell you my story only. I'm not a big person, but I have to tell, since I have been called for it, I have to tell you regarding job seeking and uh, job providing. I told you Manoranjan Kolita sir's colleague, beginning of the meeting, Achinta Besburwa sir, who who has who have proposed us a group of 4 people to go for an environmental engineering subject, and I belong to the bunch of people who are called mediocres. So though I was a pass out from Cotton College that time, but still I consider myself as a mediocre because the other people are very much sharper than me as far as marks are concerned at the time. So the project was to study biomedical waste disposal system in downtown hospital. I shouldn't have uttered downtown hospital's name because there are some protocols. Anyways, and also study the sewerage system of Phatasil municipal market. Phatasil happens to be my birthplace. Mine very near to my house. That municipal market was there. And immediately after hearing the topics, the rest of my friends are saying that, okay, you go and collect the data because these are very dirty things. But I enjoyed a lot. I collect the data. We compiled the project report. We submitted, and that's all. So I never expected anything more than that. But there is a story behind that. When we passed out, I got as I have said, I got a very lucrative job in Mumbai, and there I got an opportunity for 7 days to dispose few bags of oil-filled waste at a place called Uran, that is near Mumbai, where this biomedical waste disposal occurs. And it was maybe blessings for me. The project which I did, when I went to that place, it was just in front of me. So, and plus point is that the maintenance work of the machine was going on at that time. So it was a big opportunity for me to learn what was going on. And in the year 2002, when I came back from Mumbai, as I have said, after quitting my job and planning to start something of my own, that time a friend of my father, his name was Pankaj Burwa. I have got high regards for him. He is one of the owners of International Hospital. I asked him, sir, you have started a hospital? He said, yes, yes, it's a very big hospital. It is going to come. I said, have you installed incinerator? Immediately his face changed and asked me, incinerator? How do you know that? Because it's a very uncommon name. I said, no, sir, I have some knowledge about it. It's the main disposal system of biomedical waste. Yes, yes, yes. So yes, I have installed. Don't tell me about it, because that we have installed our incinerator for this much of money, and everything has gone in vain, because that has become a white elephant, because nobody is there to rectify the problems. I said, can I go and see, sir? He said, it is very dirty. All the biomedical waste are there. Would you like to go? I said, okay, sir, I can go. So I went and I called him. There were, at the time, the mobile outgoing calls are costly at the time. Now Jio has given everything free. So I gave him a missed call. Then and at the time people used to call back. A keyhole. I said that, sir, I can rectify the problems. Huh? Are you sure? Yes, yes, sir, I can do that. So he said that, okay, you go ahead. So within within 2-3 days, I have rectified all the problems, and he was so happy. The board of directors of International Hospital was so happy that they were ready to offer me. They in fact offered me a job, saying that, okay, we need an engineer, skilled engineer, mind it, skill. So we need a skilled engineer. I still remember the SKILLED, skilled engineer. He uttered that word. We need a skilled person. We need a skilled engineer. We are starting a big hospital. It's going to be one of the biggest hospital in Guwahati. I said, okay, sir. So you come and join us. I told him, sir, no, sir, I cannot join, but I can be associated with you. Give me your machine in lease. I will pay you money. Uh, he was one of the highest income tax payer at that time, probably the highest income tax payer of Assam. That means he has the highest amount of white money in Assam. And I, at that time, at the age of 26, I think 26 or 27, I told him, sir, I'll pay you money. You give me the machine. He said, okay. So everybody open, and that started the story. I started it. So why it? So if you come back, if you go back to the original case, it all started from the college time project, which Kolita sir's colleague, Jacinto Bejburua sir, he has given to us. So that time we took the opportunity, and I took the opportunity and consolidated it. And ultimately what happened, one business will open the door for other opportunities also. And soon I was lucky enough, I am not going to say that I was very smart, but I was lucky enough to see that there was one more opportunity. What was the opportunity? That there are issues with the water coming out, wastewater coming out from the hospitals, because people used to say that, okay, wastewater is coming out from Nemcare hospital. It is nearby. it is contaminated with blood and body fluid. Then I had a knowledge of wastewater treatment, because why? Why? I had designed a system for Fatasil Bazaar that time in the year 1994 during my college project, and it didn't materialize that time, but that design uh, made me to under, because that at the time there was no supplier for sewage system, sewage treatment system, STP and UTP. So it started, and second wing started. So uh, my company, in fact, our company, have it has two wings now. One is solid waste disposal and liquid waste disposal. Solid waste disposal, we are providing service to about 250 hospitals, 200 diagnostic centers, and for liquid waste disposal, we have developed around 300 systems, and it is all not only we have supplied in Assam, we have supplied and in almost every part of eastern India. We have in fact exported one system also in Bhutan. So this is the gift of the college uh, projects. This may be the gift of college projects, but remember one thing, why I have said job seeker and job provider. You can develop your skill. Skill will give you the job. Don't waste your time doing all those courses. First, you find out your potentials, then enhance it, and then go for it. So number one was try to earn early, or earn while you learn. Second, don't be a job seeker, be a job provider. Then third thing which I have learned and wanted to share with you. I'm not going to take you long. Four things I am going to tell. Probably four things if I keep on remembering. So fourth thing is that be open to it. Even as a faculty, I would like to request you also, be open to the ideas of those youngsters, which seems to be very odd looking. There are, so my line is that think big, think out of box. You, out of box and big thinkings maybe may sound very odd kind of thing, but nowadays that time has come here nowadays, where again the government institutions, even skill development, sales, everyone is looking for this kind of ideas, and you can sell your ideas. So again, I have to tell my example only, because I don't know much about the, but I have to tell you my story only. Anyways, so when I started my business in 2003, as I have said, I I was married at a very early age, at the age of 26. So people are worried. The first of all, they thought that this person has gone mad, because he has given up such a lucrative job, such a beautiful career, and I was supposed to go to Aberdeen, so for trainings and all. So at that moment, I left my job. So people started thinking, even my friends and well-wishers, my relatives especially, they were worried that this guy has gone mad, because he has left the job and he is running after waste, after a vehicle, auto vehicle, uh, yellow colored auto vehicle, Bajaj. I still remember that. And I used to, they used to see that waste is going inside the auto, in the vehicles in a packed way, but I am after it. So people were surprised, after doing engineering, after doing getting such a job, I have left the job, and I have started such thing. which is most of the people in 2003, waste management is a very uh, out of box thing. So there are people, there are sincere well-wishers who told me, okay, Partho, this is okay, this is your hobby, we understand, but there are PWD jobs which has come out. Why you are being an engineer, why you have not applied it? So there were offers, there were people who told me that you go for a PWD job, but the same thing may come to you also. You may start your own idea. You may start something of your own. You may develop something while you work under a company. Your company manager might tell you that, see, this idea is not going to work, but you have to keep your belief system okay. So luckily, I kept on doing that, and the entrepreneurship grew also, and now it has become one of the largest industries of this type. My industry is called Common Biomedical Waste Treatment Facility, and it is the fifth largest common biomedical waste treatment facility of the country, and it is providing uh, employment to more than 100 people in 100 people here right now. So it is still growing, and we are starting new avenues. Waste plastic factory is coming up. So my point is that uh, initially at that time, people that ecosystem was not there, that understanding was not there. Maybe your idea could have been said that this is your hobby, we understand, but you better go for a PWD job, or somebody even tell in your back that he has gone mad, or yak buza ki hoise tar, like that. So people were really worried, but now the government under Skill India, under Atmanirbhar Bharat, and other lot of things. Not new incubation centers are also coming in institutions where these ideas can be given. Now biomedical waste idea is an old idea. There is no nothing new about it, but you can add innovation in it. People here, I also want to add one more thing into it, that people talks about innovation. See, innovation can be given to a conventional thing to also. It is the way, how do you do it? It may be a conventional thing also. How innovative way you do it. It is the approach you do. So again, what I said, earn while you learn, and keep yourself open to earn at an early stage. Number one is the skill. Don't be a job seeker, be a job provider. So develop your skill. Companies look for skill, not for degrees nowadays. There are a lot of IIMs unemployed. I have friends like that. A lot of engineers, even doctors. People look for skills. People look for experiences. Whatever you are studying, you study it attentively, sincerely, and look at your strong points. And the number thing is that don't underestimate yourself. Uh, think big, think out of box. And I want to add one more thing here. Even my son, my youngest son, he studies in class 10. I used to rebuke him uh, about year back or two, because he's so much attached to the gadgets. But now I have understood that, okay, to be techno savvy or gadget savvy is not bad, but it is you to decide what you are watching in the YouTube, what, what you are doing in the games. it's not bad to be playing games in my realization, maybe wrong in some, but the way, how do you use it? You may have a key, kotari or dagger that can be used to cut food, prepare food, and that can be used to kill a person also. It is also like that. Your mobile is like that. It's up to you how do you use. You don't. It's not bad to be techno savvy. It's not bad to be gadget savvy, but it's important how you are using it. We cannot stop ourselves from using the mobile. Why I am saying that? See, if you if you I understand that you all of you are using mobiles, right? You watch YouTubes also. So today you watch one thing, that is drone mahotsav. Drone, you know that? Are you aware of it? Okay, drone mahotsav 2022. That can be an important thing maybe in your life in coming time. I just want, I still feel I'm very young. I just wanted myself to be younger like that, because so much of opportunities are coming up. Why I am saying drone? See, our PM has inaugurated the ceremony, and it is still going on at Delhi Pragati Maidan. Drone is such a futuristic thing which has implications everywhere. So people can immediately think about, okay, production of drone, production of spare parts. That is always there. That's a good thing. You can think about production of drones, production of spare parts, research and development of drones and all. Second part is that sales and service. Think about the amount of service it is going to give to the service provider. So it is going to happen, not in 5. You don't have to wait for 5 years. Maybe in 3 years it is coming. And the third point is that regarding drone, it's better to be techno savvy. People who plays with gadgets in games, like gamers, we will be needing, because the the one say so the driver has a different skill, driving skill, but the engineer who develops the vehicle who may not have the driving skill. So we will be needing, India will be needing drone operators in coming time, because there are places where drones cannot be reached. There, a drone has implications in firefighting also. So, so I tell you, this is going to happen. And India is such a huge country that drone is the futuristic thing. So I'm again coming back to the mainstream. What was that? The 3 points I have said. I am uttering it again and again. Okay, this was the the third point. And coming to the last point. The last point is that your mindset is the best main thing. There was a time when people was thinking, even in 90s also, we thought that, okay, when a country does have oil as a resource, since I worked in an oil field, that country is definitely going to be the power of going to control the world. Then again, I thought that, okay, that the country which is producing huge amount of food is going to rule the world. So do you think it is? In my this period of life only, I have seen that both of my concept has gone wrong. I have seen Venezuela. Some of you might be knowing that, some of you might not be knowing that. Venezuela is having one of the largest oil reserves in the world, maybe second after Russia or Gulf countries. But see, what is the economic condition of Venezuela? So my first concept was wrong. Even the second one, India has got a huge potential. It has got a potential, but it is not still controlling the world. Yeah, food is very important. But one thing which is more important than agriculture is that human resource. So India is a country, you might be knowing that our Prime Minister also says every time, 18 to 55 years. Luckily, we also come in the same category. We are also young. We are young India. And we have got the youngest generation and the most powerful generation. And this is human resource is the most powerful thing. And that if we put our resource on the right track, we are going to rule the world. So to make the human resource intact, first of all, my fourth point comes then. But that is number one, quality of work. I told you about skill and quality of, you have to make a brand of yourself. Nobody knew about fresh air before, but now you go to every hospital and healthcare sector, tell them, do you know the company called Fresh Air? Oh yeah, the biomedical waste one. Even my friends call me Kachra King. So I take it, I like it if they call me like that. But in 2003, nobody knew that. Why they knew and why we sustained. See, I belong to a family, as I have said you earlier. दूर दूर तक मेरा कोई business का लोग नहीं. If you put a binocular and someone looks at my family tree, nobody is in the business. But you have to, you have to develop your skills, number one, and you have to make people understand the quality of work you are providing. So you have to prove that you are attentive, you are sincere, your quality of work is very, very good. Your presentation is very good so that your competitor does not come and takes your business away. That is the one. Number two is that eat good food. Don't let you to attract anything towards anything else. Don't make yourself addicted to anything, because we need young India to be healthy India also. And then number three is, do you remember when I said that why I am here after 18 years of roses and thorns, 18 years of sufferings and happiness, and 18 years of failures and success. This is not my story. This is the story of everyone, even you also. And this is going to happen. But don't let the thorns and failures and sufferings to make you suffer permanently. Be sure whenever a problem comes, definitely there is always there is an opportunity. I'm not telling you for the sake of the lecture. I'm telling you because I have felt it, and I have gained opportunities like this also. Opportunities always come. So what is the quality related to it? We have to keep intact. That is, don't lose heart, and don't show your emotions. Don't show your emotions. Do you know? Again, I'm telling you that 7 days, uh, 7 days transfer by my company to the Uran factory. Do you remember? I said where I got to see the incinerator. Do you know that why I was transferred? It was a punishment transfer. I was I was a young, angry young person. So that was the lesson I learned, that you don't have to show your anger everywhere. But that was a that was a failure I have to face. But immediately the opportunity came. Had I been frustrated and just passed the time of those 7 days, I would not have been see the machines and all. So the last thing is that you always remember, don't show your emotions, control your emotions. So these four qualities you remember, these four things you remember. And at last, just an information I want to give. Information is just a learning I felt. So I want to tell you all. People think that entrepreneurs, even I don't want, I have difficulties in spelling also with this. What is entrepreneur? When I honestly, Urup, when I got Entrepreneur Excellence Award in NETI in 2010, I first, okay, I am basically from a vernacular medium. So entrepreneur, how I have to pronounce it. Okay, it's a good word to hear, or nowadays quite common, but just wanted to give you idea what is an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur, I'm not going into the definition, book definition of it. People have the idea that as an entrepreneur is one who has a big industry, who has a beautiful office, very attractive office, comes every day with bags full of money. It is not like that. Just remove the idea if someone has that idea. An entrepreneur can be a dukandar also. An entrepreneur can be a housewife also. An entrepreneur can be a government employee also. An entrepreneur can be a plumber also. These four things I have said. The plumber, which I said, his name is Sankar Kumar. He worked under me, and he's a plumber. The business which I wanted to start in my college days, because of my brother, he did not let me to do that. So my big brother. So this guy, he's a Bihari chap, and he has he's an entrepreneur of his own. He provides services to industries, houses, and he keeps four people with him. That means four families, four unorganized sector, and and also he trained them. So everything is done in an unorganized way. Now he has become conscious when I told him, okay, তোর income tax কাটিব এনেকা কাটি থাকিলে. So you better make a farm of your own. So then an entrepreneur can be a plumber also. An entrepreneur can be a designer also. Anybody, a housewife also. So you don't say that আমি কেনেকে entrepreneur হম. How can we become an entrepreneur? It is a difficult thing. You have to have a lot of money. You have to have a beautiful office. You have to have a industry. It's not like that. Okay. So this is the end of my interaction, I would like to say, or lecture. If you want um, any idea regarding biomedical waste management or any waste management things, you may contact me in my email ID. I will definitely answer it. I'll share my email ID with my friend. And if you have any questions, you can also ask me then. Okay. Thanks for listening so patiently. And I can see smiles in few people's face. I really like that. Thank you.
we do really rarely get to hear a person speaking by his heart, actually. Sir has spoke from his own heart and his own experience. It's very rare, actually. I'm really, very delighted, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And on behalf of all the participants online and offline, I extend my hearty thanks to you, sir, once again, for sparing time and come up to this place from very far. And I'm very thankful for you also. Thank you. Thank you, sir. And this brings to the end of our third session, and that's the last of our day one. And on day 2, that is on 4th of June, we'd be having the next phase. And on that phase, we'd be discussing about the patents. Today, we had a discussion on the entrepreneurships. So I'll just give an overview of the patent. A patent gives to its owners an exclusive right on a product or processes, which is new, inventive, and has an industrial applications. Where you are a serial or a budding inventor or entrepreneur who is in the process of exploring something new, familiarizing yourself with the capacity and procedure of patenting process can be one of the most rewarding things for you. An understanding of patents can be beneficial in two ways. First, you can avoid reinventing of wheel scenarios to save your time, effort, and money. And the second, by getting the patent granted, you will have the monopoly of your own inventions for decades and would be able to stop other firms copying your inventions or technologies. Often it might be a complex things for entrepreneurs and inventor to understand and navigate the patent process. This workshop, that is the next day 2, would be attempt to guide and assist the participants to sail through the technicalities and the process in general to help of the inventive speaker. Thank you once again, and I officially in this particular session. Thanks once again to one and all. Thank you. Before dispersing students, please go for the tea. We'll be having a tea break at outside, please. Thank you. So you all can go for the tea, student. Thank you.